I can see how a fast bike can get away from you real quick. And this ain't even that fast. I mean, it's fast compared to anything I've ever owned. But it's you know, it's not like it's a crotch rocket. It's not like it's an actual sports bike. You know, it's a sports touring bike. It's still super fast. Especially for being a 20-year-old son of a gun. I've already been telling myself, all right, dude, you better take it easy. It's not too bad. If I can do some, I think if I can raise the seat up, which I think is supposed to be able to be done, lower the foot pegs, which is also supposed to be able to be done, I might be okay on this bike. I really should have ridden it before I bought it, or at least asked to ride it. I'm definitely a little slippy slidey with these pants on this leather seat. I'm wearing my my MSR pants. As you can see, I don't believe my ABS works. I mean, there is a button up here, but I don't know how to activate it or engage it. I'm assuming it's just a push, because that's how you do with the hazards, and that's the heated grips, assuming they work too. I haven't tested those out. Both blinkers work. Left, right. They're opposite. Yeah, I mean, they're, instead of having a switch on one thumb like every motorcycle I ever had, this got one for each thumb, and the cancellation is like a push-up right here for both of them. Like the left side, that's a horn. That, oh, that's up too. Sorry, I wasn't trying to honk at you, lady. I was just trying to test the horn. It's not a push in, it's a push up. Which is weird. You know, everything I've ever had is push in, not push up. So, probably gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, she goes fast way too easy. I'm gonna have to be real careful. I'm gonna get a ticket in no time. Now, I thought this dual sport helmet was just gonna be absolutely horrendous on this thing, but it's really not bad. I guess because the windshield. I think it's sending the air buffeting right over the top of my helmet. I read a lot about these. Apparently, a couple of weak spots. And I guess in some models the transmission can be one of those weak spots. So hopefully it's not on this one. Drive shaft leakage on the seal. Keep an eye on that. But yeah, when I went to go pick up this bike, I got so excited when I saw it and I saw the price that I misread it and I thought it was a GS. And then I got there, I was like, I still thought it was a GS until I went to sit on it, and I was like, wait a minute, this seems a little sporty sitting. Now look at it, sure enough, RS. I'm like, well, crap. But at that point, I was already there. And I'm like, am I really going to let a little thing like foot position deter me from getting a great deal on a potentially great bike that I've always wanted to own? Well, apparently the answer is no. I wouldn't let anything stop me, including the fact that I didn't have the money to buy it. Engine sounds good as far as I can tell. Transmission might be a little clunky, which apparently is one of the things. Oh no, maybe I'm just pushing on my fucking kickstand. Yeah, too fast. But yeah, the dual sport sun blocker, whatever you call it, doesn't come off of this helmet. I mean, it does, but then you can't use, the visor doesn't work. The visor's all loose. One of the reasons I was going to buy another helmet. It doesn't seem to be bothering me that much, honestly. I'm sure it looks foolish on this bike. But I also don't really want to freaking have to do camera setups on another freaking helmet. That's why I typically be wearing this helmet when I go dirt bike riding now. I'm definitely not as smooth taking my curves because I've been on those damn dirt bikes and dual sports for so long. You know, you don't lean near as much. I leaned hella down when I was on my cruiser. Well, this is definitely closer seating position to my cruisers than my dirt bikes ever will be. Minus the leg. I'm actually kind of surprised that my back isn't hurting at all. But as far as the ride goes, I mean, this is like it feels like I'm driving a luxury car. It's so smooth. And I mean, aside from the seat position, I mean the leg position, I don't know, there might be a little clunky in the gearbox. I shouldn't be downshifting coming to a stop. So 5 gears, not 6. Apparently some of these models came with an option for 6 gears. This one doesn't have it. Like I said, it does have the heated grips. I already feel there's Allen bolts on the bottom of these grips, so you can presumably turn them in and out. I don't know if you can adjust the actual main bar or not, whether you can roll it up or roll it down. I gotta figure out how to get my quad lock on here. I'm using this ram mount, I think is what that's called, that came on the bike. It's working okay, but I don't love it. But I think the brake is stuck. I think there's a brake stuck. There's definitely a brake stuck. I think there's a brake stuck. Or the bike's braking, it's already not running right. Yeah, there's something wrong, I smell it. I smell electrical burning. I smell electrical burning, that's not good. Yeah, it's braking by itself. Oh yeah, look, the front brake's smoking like a motherfucker. Front brake stuck. Smoking.
Just now?
It's stuck. It is stuck. It is stuck. It is not. It's not opening all the way. I'm going to take it right to Dan's. Can you smell it?
Yeah, I can smell it.
See? Totally stuck. Won't even go now. Help what? If the brake's stuck, what are we going to do? Maybe it's a mistake to turn the camera on. I have no SD filter, so who knows how bright it is. Probably pretty bright. I don't know. I don't know what happened to it earlier. I mean, the front brake definitely locked up. That can happen apparently if you are holding onto the brakes and you boil the brake fluid, expansion in the chamber, seizes up the brakes. Pretty sure I wasn't riding the brakes. I pretty much always keep a couple fingers over the clutch and brake, but I've been doing that for 25 years. So unless the BMW is incredibly sensitive, I don't see how I would have been engaging at that time. The other option is that there's a tiny little hole at the bottom of the master cylinder, a wire-sized hole that can apparently get plugged pretty easily, that needs to relieve pressure. If that's clogged, that can build up pressure. Dirty brake fluid, but the dealership said they didn't change it, but they looked at it, it was clear. I looked at it underneath the fairing, it does look clear. The fairing? The fairing. And I guess the only other, I'm spitballing here, but I guess the only other option is, I mean, I was getting up pretty high on the way home and getting the brakes pretty hard, so maybe just a 20-year-old system. And if it is old, I don't know, maybe I heated it up just getting on the brakes too hard, I don't know. So I've been driving around for like half an hour now, just around my neighborhood here. I mean, I got up to about 100 a couple times, but I haven't been real hard on the brakes at all. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't really want it to replicate because I don't want it to lock up when I'm going fast. But I'd rather, if it's gonna become a problem, if it's gonna become a continued issue, I'd rather do it now before I take it on a long road trip somewhere. So I don't know. I was considering just taking it up to Buddy's, but god dang it, it's freaking, I don't know, maybe if I bring it to him, I should have brought it to him today. When I first left on this ride, I still had 45 minutes before he closed. I could have made it there, assuming there's no issues with the bike. And I should have done that. And then they're open tomorrow, and then maybe they would have had it done. Probably not, but maybe they would have had it done by next week. There's the strangest sound when you first take off. I don't know what it is. I'm fully armored up, but I don't think I can really armor up with I've got my knee pads and shin pads on, but as an experiment, but I don't really think I can ride like that because given the angle that my legs are at, it seems pretty crampy. I'm already, just after half an hour, I'm already getting some negative feedback from the knee pads. Yeah, look at all the freaking tire marks I made trying to get my bike unstuck. So eventually the pressure released after I waited a minute, which makes me think it was just a pressure either from a clogged hole or a boilover. So I'm definitely going to have to get it looked into sooner rather than later.